So let's go to darkness. It says the ninth plague cast a profound darkness over Egypt for 3 days, a direct affront to Ra, the sun god. For 3 days, no one could see anyone else or leave his place, right? And notice how it says 3 days, right? It's funny because they always in like a apocalyptic type of scenario, or um, like a grid down type of scenario. They always use 3 days as the measurement of before people start losing their shit, right? Before shit fully hits the fan, so to speak, right? They'll give it 3 days. Now, I was going to say about 30 days, but 3 days sound more right. You know what I mean? Because these people here in Babylon the Great, aka America, aka spiritual Egypt, and Sodom and Egypt, right? They can't live without stuffing their faces with food. They can't live without the energy, can't live without their internet, can't live without their Wi-Fi, and these amenities that have been made so easy and accessible for them to have, right? So when the power grid, if it's affected, this is a sure sign of economic collapse and a internal structural collapse that will happen here in Babylon the Great, which will jumpstart Jacob's trouble, right? Let's get Jeremiah chapter 30 and 7 in the King James, right? This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7, right? And it says, "At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it," right? And let's start at verse 5. "For thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace," right? Because in this time, there's not going to, when there's no power, and then when the water and everything is fucked up, the sewage, oh man, the amount of sewage that's going to be flooded everywhere, that cause pestilence, that's going to cause disease and sickness, right? Hepatitis everywhere, right? Verse 6, it says, "Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness." I mean, do men have children? No, they don't, right? So why do every man got his hands on his loins, right? As a woman in travail, like a woman that's pregnant, a woman that's about to give birth, right? All faces are turned into paleness because people are going to be terrified in this time. Verse 7, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it," right? Right? One third of Jake will be saved out of this situation. Now let's go to Matt 24 and 21. Let's get the King James. Matthew 24 and 21. And it says, "For then shall be great tribulation," right? Salaki, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days should be shortened." So we're about to come into a time where the days will have to be shortened in order to, for the elect to even be saved, right? Because the elect, everybody will perish, right? We're about to come into a time where this devil is about to come down with extreme wrath, right? With great wrath. This is Revelation chapter 12 and 12. "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time," right? Now, Esau Edom knows that his time is up. So he's about to come and do as much foolishness and bring as much wrath as possible, right? Now, in this time, on top of these nations, and I brought all that out to say all that destruction is going to happen. Those are part of the plagues that's going to happen on top of your water waste system, your energy, your machinery, all of that being fucked up by these other nations, right? So it ain't no escaping this, lest ye be one of the elect, right? So and then really from the power and the water being fucked up, number 5 will come to light as well, because the animals, of course, many people are going to die, but the animals are going to die. Livestock disease. The 5th plague brought a severe pestilence upon the Egyptians' livestock, right? Sparing the animals of the Israelites, this plague attacked the economic foundation of Egypt. All the livestock of the Egyptians died, but not one animal belonging to the Israelites died. Like, without the water, without the, the things that's needed to keep these animals alive, without energy and all these other things, they're gonna die, and they're gonna be famine, a great famine, right? So that's ultimately what I really wanted to get at with this video, y'all, just to show you that these things that he's speaking about, hey, if this thing is gonna come, may Yahweh Hashem Yahweh let it come,
Actually,
and keep us safe from all hurt, harm, and danger, his hopeful elect. All right. So with that, I'm gonna give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakadash. Shalom, y'all. I'm gonna let this play out. I'm gonna let half of the video play out, and with that, shalom, y'all. On to the next one.
Ports, all the main components come from China, and they say they found hacking abilities where there was actually an apparatus in these cranes where someone could communicate with it from the outside. And that's alarming because they have no way of replacing all these cranes immediately. And even though the warning is put out and they know all this, it's like every day, at any moment, they could hack in and cause a disruption on those cranes. That's just one instance. They're now saying they're in the energy infrastructure. They don't go into specifics, but they say that this is across the board. We also know that they hit police stations in Massachusetts here recently. All the emergency services were taken out. These things are happening, and people just kind of acting like nothing's going on. They're definitely in motion here, and when they start talking water, electric, I think we should pay attention. But this is the latest, and they're blaming it all on elements out of Iran. Join me for the live show where I update on this and a whole lot more Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on Dabu 77.